All right. Welcome back to the Journeyman Sports Podcast. My name is Cade. Uh, the other half of the show, my co-host Garrett, and also my cousin is not here today to do this with me. But today we will be talking about the Jordan Love situation in Green Bay. I think been a situation that has been forgotten about and washed over in the NFL, but it's a very, very sad situation just because Jordan Love, when he was coming out of the draft, was seen as a guy that could turn into something that he wasn't. He had a lot of raw talent. He played the position very well at, I believe, Utah. No, not Utah. Jordan Love School. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart on his college right now, but coming out, I do remember coming out of college, he was seen as a project quarterback with a lot of raw talent, kind of like a Trey Lance, but just not with as much hype. And he was seen in a pretty decent quarterback class. He was drafted as a first round pick to Aaron Rodgers when everyone or under Aaron Rodgers for the Packers when everyone thought they should have drafted a receiver in that draft, and they didn't. It also started a huge controversy with the whole Packers organization and Aaron Rodgers, and put Jordan Love in a weird situation because he's a first round pick that is still backing up a back to back MVP 39-year-old quarterback. 39-year-old quarterback, excuse me. um, yeah, excuse me. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, but yeah, so it puts him in a very, very tough situation, and not a good situation because at this point, I believe this is his third year in the NFL, and this being his third year in the NFL, he's never really started a game with intention. If that makes any sense, like he's never been put in a starting position because he played to get there. He's always been the games he has started have been because Aaron Rodgers is out or hurt for some reason. So in those games, he's played decent. I haven't seen anything that I love necessarily, but I haven't seen anything that I hate either. Just can see that he just needs to play and get experience under his belt before we can really judge him. Because as of right now, we don't really have a big enough sample size to judge him. But it's a sad situation because I truly believe that the Packers should have kept Devontae Adams this past offseason and traded Aaron Rodgers. Now I understand that Aaron Rodgers is coming off back-to-back MVPs and has proven nothing less than great. But with him aging the way he is, he's not going to be he's not going to be good enough to elevate a bad team for very much longer, and that's what they have right now. The Packers do not have a good team. I think they should have rocked with Jordan Love because that's what you take a quarterback in the first round for. You trade Aaron Rodgers and get as much draft capital as possible to build a team around Jordan Love and move into the future with him and keep Devontae Adams as your number one receiver so that you can stay competitive in the now and you can be competitive in the future with the picks that you get from the Aaron Rodgers trade, which I believe would probably have been more than what the Broncos gave up for Russell Wilson is what you could get for Aaron Rodgers. But you never know. Um, it's an unfortunate situation for Jordan Love, and I think it's just very important to bring it up and talk about it because quarterbacks like this can get screwed over very, very easily. Because if you think about it, he's a high pick who hasn't played very much. And at any moment, they could just say, "We don't want you anymore," or "You're not going to work out for us here anymore," and cut him. And he doesn't have really enough film to move forward with another team. Now, I don't know. I think he would get picked up by another team if he was cut, but is that going to mean that he's put in another even worse situation somewhere else? I just don't like the way that the Jordan Love situation has been handled. I think they either need to trade him and move on or trade Rodgers and start the rebuilding process with the quarterback that you liked during the draft process. I think that's only fair to him, and I think that's only fair to the rest of the organization. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers would mind playing for the same exact amount of money, just somewhere that where he can compete and actually be in the playoff race and things like that. Um, Sorry, the camera is kind of messed up, but um, I just think these things get glossed over so easily because he's a backup quarterback and he's not talked about enough, and he's almost like an afterthought because he isn't new anymore. He's not a rookie. Um, but now uh, we'll really see where things go. I hope that the Packers kind of clean things up and at least do right by Jordan Love and give him a legitimate chance in the NFL because I think everyone who was drafted in the first round at least deserves that. Um, but they have mismanaged him and their whole organization very badly recently. So this isn't necessarily coming as a shock to me. But this is just a short little tidbit, kind of like my last rant that I did. But I wanted to get this out there and talk about it and bring eyes to the situation. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts or if you guys are thinking the same thing. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. Please also leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It doesn't take very long and it helps us out a lot. Trying to grow the channel as much as possible. We also have a social media now. We have an Instagram, so you can follow the Journeyman Sports Pod on Instagram. That's the direct at, and then we also have the new logo and the new banner for the channel. We also just released our new intro video. Super hyped about that stuff. Bigger things are coming. We have a big interview lined up with one of my best friends and a very good football player, wide receiver at CU Boulder, where Deion Sanders just got hired. Grant Page will be on the show at some point. I got confirmation on that last night, and I'm working to get an interview set up for the podcast with him and get an insider perspective on what it's like with college football and things like that. So we have big things coming. Very excited about that stuff. So yes, please just keep supporting, keep watching, and we really appreciate it. This has been episode 21 of Journeyman Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Cade. We have another host named Garrett, my co-host. He's not here today, but he will be on, and we should be together again very soon. So thank you for watching, and we are out.